What's up, everyone? I'm Nick Cato.
I'm Matty by AK Whole Family.
And this, what do you want to call this? This is console interview.
Console Appreciation Day.
Well, not day.
Podcast.
Not podcast. It's not a podcast.
YouTube Sensational NES Day.
Oh.
Super secret, super awesome. We should give it a Capcom name.
Oh, God.
Super Mega Collection Ultra NES.
NES.
Stardust.
Something.
Greatness.
Well, basically, if you didn't get the gist, we're going to talk about the Nintendo Entertainment System. Talk about some of its games, what it did for gaming, all that jazz. So,
And given how you guys view this, if we see a pro on it, we'll put out every system we've ever owned. If you do want a system that we haven't owned and we really want us to do it, we'll do some research on it, but we're going to try and stick with what we know. So, but I have owned a handsome sum of consoles. So
me too.
I've pretty much been around the block a couple
Me
times.
too. So,
But this is Nintendo.
the Nintendo Entertainment System.
System.
Basically, to me, what the Nintendo stands for is the rejuvenation of video games. Because
Console
Atari
gaming.
almost killed it.
Console gaming being revived.
Yeah, it almost killed it, and people thought video games were going to fall off. And then Nintendo and Super Mario Bros. Came out and saved it all.
My first system I ever owned. Sega Genesis and Nintendo Entertainment System.
Didn't own an NES, but I played basically all the games I need to play on them.
So since I was a lad when I played it, but I've hooked it up. So I guess I'll talk mostly about like hardware and what it was, like kind of like on how that is, which wasn't much. It was not. I mean, you were talking about freaking why am I drawing a blank? Cartridge. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. Cartridge games and.
Bit cartridge.
And it was, I remember how much of a pain in the ass it was to like put it in and like you press down to keep it in, then you had the reset button, the power button, and then you had the lucky square 2-button controller with just a D-pad, start and select.
No.
Legit old school style controller.
I want to buy.
One of my favorite controllers, believe it or not. It was so simple and so, I love the way it looks. Like, if you even look around, most of the time you see the controller is usually like kind of almost a symbol to video gaming. Like you see, like when they show a controller, they usually show that controller or the SNES controller. But
It's a good controller.
yeah,
I mean, it
served its purpose.
basically the thing I really liked about the NES is majority of the stuff were 2D, like platformers and stuff like that. That's the way 2D platformers feel forever. Super Mario Bros. And Super Mario Bros. 3, Mega Man, they're always going to feel perfect because they are perfect. And I feel like the NES games are timeless, like as opposed to PlayStation 1 games or N64 games that don't age good. NES games and SNES games too, like all age perfectly. Like Super Mario will always feel perfect. So, I guess I'll just go through. I have the list of like some like the big games for it, so I just want to go through. I'm just going to go through and name the games that I think were like substantial games to gaming. So let's see. We have Battletoads. Pretty good.
I didn't play that one, but I heard it's very hard.
Bionic Commando is pretty good.
Never played it.
Castlevania.
Keep in mind, like I said, I was a young tyke when this came out. I mean, I was born in 1990, so when this system was around for me, I was more of a SNES person than I was NES, but I did have one.
No, I was just naming big games that I know are big. Castlevania 1 through 3, huge. Contra, huge.
Metroid. Well, I'll let you just read them
go
off.
through Dragon Warrior 1, 3, 5. I think that's 5. Yeah. Duck Hunt. DuckTales.
Played a lot of that. Duck Hunt.
DuckTales, Excite Bike, Fester's Quest, I've heard is pretty good. Final Fantasy 1. Ghosts and Goblins.
Never played it, but
Gradius. Ice Climbers. Kid Icarus, amazing. Kirby's Adventure. Mario Bros. Mega Man 1 through 6. Metal Gear. Ninja Gaiden. Metroid. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out! Ninja Gaiden 2. I think Rad Racer was popular, right? I don't remember.
Well, someone might have played it.
Super Mario Bros. 1, 2, and 3. Tecmo Super Bowl. Ninja Turtles 2. Tetris, which is huge. Legend of Zelda. Zelda 2. Just to name a few. Those are all
insane
games.
If you think about their big names, like kids these days, even kids that might be viewing this just because they want a little bit of a history lesson, this is the system where your big franchises Nintendo has, it was born. This is where they came from. Besides maybe Mario and Donkey Kong, which Donkey Kong I don't even think made a game on that system. I think they didn't come out with them until the SNES. I don't know. I think they might have had Donkey Kong Jr. on there.
Well, I'm not sure. Donkey Kong was in arcades.
Yeah,
and Mario's
but I mean, like those DK didn't start making his appearance again until I think SNES.
Yeah.
But anyways, I mean, I grew up with your cliche. Like I had Marios. I played the Marios and I fucking loved them. They were great. Grand. Mario was where it really hit off, and then he got his name. Mario was in the NES, and then you got to think. Like even another one you forgot the name was TMNT when Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I did name that. Yes,
you did.
Named 1 and 2.
All right. Well, that was another great game that I played a lot when I was a kid.
It was good.
Donatello was OP.
Yes.
But yeah, this is where they started. It's like this is the granddaddy of them all. I mean, you can't hate on this system. Like, you just can't. It gave birth to so many great franchises, and they still are around today. I mean, it's ridiculous.
I'm playing through Mega Man 6 right now on my PlayStation 4.
That was one game I'm an idiot and didn't know about. I missed out on those. Like, I can't tell you. Don't trust me. Wait until we get to SNES, and you'll hear me miss out all these games. But, anyways, Nintendo fucking loved it. Simple system. Love the look of it. Awesome. Duck Hunt. I remember having the gun. Everyone knows Mario Duck Hunt little collection they came with.
Yeah.
Freaking amazing. Loved it.
Might be the best. So.
Might be.
Anything else you want to add on Nintendo? Or you just want to...
Well, not really. I mean, there's not much more to say, but I definitely say I'm glad it came out. I'm glad I was able to be a part of it.
Yeah.
And honestly, it was probably my fourth or fifth favorite system. I know that's... Now, keep in mind, I've had a lot of systems, so to say fifth is pretty good. But again, like I said, it's more not because I wasn't really old enough when that system was out to really appreciate it. Like I said, I only really played the Marios and the Ninja Turtles, and that was it. Like, I didn't play Metal Gear, I didn't play Metroid, I didn't play any of those games, and trust me, I wish I would. Like, especially Metroid. Like, that's one I definitely want to play, especially since I played Super Metroid. I'd rather play Ground Zero, but still, it's paying homage to that. Yeah,
they don't... Basically, if you look at any top 100 games of all time list, in the top 10 will probably be like 3 or 4 NES games.
Oh, yeah.
So, if not more. So, basically, then the thing we're going to do after we talk about it a little bit, like we did, we're going to give it a scale, grade 1 to 10, and everything in between. So, what do you give it?
I'm sorry, but for what it was and what it did, this is probably the only one I will give it. I give it a 10. It's a fucking masterpiece. There's nothing wrong with this system. Everything this system did was at the right time, at the right moment, and gave out the right games. It's a masterpiece. I mean, that is the only system I truly think out of the ones we talk about, unless I think about another one, that I can't think of a flaw.
I'll give it 10. But basically, for me, the fact that it didn't let people just like crap games out, they had the limit of publishers, so they didn't really have a ton of crap games on it. It had a lot of good ones, and for the time, like how great Zelda is, I don't know, I have to say 10 as well.
It's
perfect.
That one system. Everything happened right for that system. I think there's no system that could have gone out around that time or even a couple years ahead of it. Like, if Sega went up, I think they butted heads a little bit.
Not any,
but not
really. Just the Master System, they got buried. So.
Yeah, but like,
spoiler.
So it's just like,
spoiler alert. There's 2 other systems I give a 10 to.
But me,
Well, that's
Masterpiece, I fucking think it's the greatest system because it just gave birth to everything we see now Nintendo has. And if it wasn't for that system, Nintendo
Gaming
would
be
never be where it is.
Gaming would
and
be
gaming,
dead.
yeah, gaming wouldn't be where it is either.
Gaming wouldn't be around if it wasn't for that. Nintendo
Well,
saved it.
there was still PC gaming. Gotta remember that.
It still wouldn't be around, I don't think. But that was our. What'd you call it? What'd you call this?
System Buggeroo.
Oh god. Well, that's our review of the NES.
We'll write the
There
name
you
on the title
yes,
when we
there
come
you
up
go.
with it. So,
Thank you
yeah,
for watching,
you'll know.
guys.
Thank
Like
you for watching.